that as we speak today, the front runners in the opposition for the flag bearer position is Rigathi Gachagua, Kalonzo Musyoka, and Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Now, these front runners, they are all working up and down to ensure that they have been considered by Kenyans or even by the opposition principles. On this particular video, I want to look at a man that I don't touch on so much when it comes to his positive side. That is Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has his weaknesses. And I've always touched them because I do a lot of analysis in relation to some of the weaknesses that he has. And the reason as to why I do so is because of his best part. I want to say it here today that is the best placed to be chosen as a flag bearer. But of course, he's lacking some of the critical things that Kenyans might want to see in a leader they want in 2027. And those two things that Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka lacks, one is in Rigathi Gachagua, another one is in Dr. Fred Matiang'i. Those two things are very crucial. One is the aggressiveness in politics. Two, it is the track record. Gachagua is aggressive, and Dr. Fred Matiang'i has a track record. And I'm saying this from the eyes of Kenyans, leave alone the leaders and those analysts like us. So, ladies and gentlemen, but now, if Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka corrects all these bad things that he has, or maybe weaknesses, what makes him to be the best person to be chosen as a flag bearer in the opposition? That is what is going to form the basis of this analysis here today. But before I take you through, if this is the first time you're watching my videos at Mukwa Times, please take a second or two to subscribe, like, and comment, because that is the best support you can always give this channel. Ladies and gentlemen, without much wasting of time, let me go to the first one. Number one, Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has tried so much to remain close to Rigathi Gachagua. Why am I saying this? Both Kalonzo, Matiang'i, and Riggy depend on Mount Kenya to beat President William Ruto. That is the block that guarantees them victory. Because we cannot avoid regional politics, even tribal to some extent. But now Rigathi Gachagua is the owner to some extent. If he decides that he's not going to vie because of his case in court, or maybe the statistic that he will be having by that time will show that he's not the best fit to vie, then you will support either of the two, Kalonzo Musyoka or Matiang'i, if they will all be together by 2026 towards the end. Ladies and gentlemen, as we speak today, Kalonzo Musyoka has made sure that he's very close to Riggy. Whenever Riggy calls, he responds. They have gone with him to rallies. They have visited each other's homes. When Rigathi Gachagua was coming, some of the Wiper leaders were present at the JKIA. When some people were arrested, most especially from Mount Kenya, he personally went to court to fight for them. When some youths, even some leaders actually, if you remember that leader from Embu, Kalonzo Musyoka was in court in person. That is remaining close to Rigathi Gachagua, hence closer to the mountain people. Very important. So today, if the opposition sits down and decides our flag bearer, it is Kalonzo Musyoka, the mountain people will honestly accept him without pingamizi. So therefore, that gives Kalonzo Musyoka an upper hand within the opposition. That is number one. Number two, Kalonzo Musyoka is one person who can go to any part of this country and campaign, ask for the locals to vote for him. Why am I saying this? He has been supporting Raila Amolo Odinga, not once, not twice, but thrice. And whenever he did so, he did it wholeheartedly because he delivered the Kamba votes. Always, they were leading there. Governors, senators, members of parliament, and MCAs. Kalonzo Musyoka always delivered. Despite that in 2022 did not do such much as he did in 2013 and 2017, Kalonzo Musyoka has been doing very, very well. He's one of the most strongest allies of Uhuru Kenyatta, of Raila Amolo Odinga, considering that he's the person who has been delivering the highest number of votes. So when it comes to his turn to vie for president, maybe he has been declared by opposition that he's the chief flag bearer. This gentleman can go to Kisumu and launch his campaign from there. And the demand for support from the Luo Nyanza people. Why? He has always supported Raila Amolo Odinga wholeheartedly. He supported him in 2013 and also in 2017 and 2022. In fact, in 2022, even went far much lower than it was expected, by allowing Martha Karua to rise to become the deputy president running mate, or maybe the running mate of Raila Amolo Odinga, and drop down to become the prime cabinet secretary in case they could have won an election. And regardless of that, Raila Amolo Odinga jumped ship and left him still in opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, that kind of a decisiveness, that kind of support that Kalonzo Musyoka has been giving, it gives him the authority to go to some of these parts that are believed to be Raila Amolo Odinga's strongholds and a demand for support from there. And I strongly feel that the Luo Nyanza people will wholeheartedly accept him and support him. Despite that Raila Amolo Odinga might go against him because his candidate is William Ruto, I feel strongly that some people will vote for him because he has been giving back to Baba all through. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that also is one of the key aspects of Kalonzo Musyoka. Another aspect is that Kalonzo Musyoka has been very respectable. This gentleman does not abuse people. He does not attack someone just like that. And he has kept his mouth very careful whenever he says something by ensuring that he does not attack Raila Amolo Odinga. He knows Raila Amolo Odinga is not a simple person in the Kenyan politics. So that respect between him and Raila Amolo Odinga makes him even get high authority to go to Western Kenya, Luo Nyanza, and even the coast where Raila Amolo Odinga enjoys support and ask for leadership support. Ask for votes from there. That is why we are saying Kalonzo Musyoka is a person who also fits best in the position to become the flag bearer. Ladies and gentlemen, Kalonzo Musyoka at some point, when things were not good, when he felt that it was his turn, Uhuru Kenyatta convinced him to back down, and he did. Listening to Uhuru Kenyatta shows some respect between him and Uhuru Kenyatta. Means that Uhuru Kenyatta can decide today to fund Kalonzo Musyoka and will comfortably do that because when he expected Kalonzo Musyoka to listen to him, he did. If you are asking when he listened to him, it is 2022. When he refused to join Raila Amolo Odinga because they dumped him, he decided to quit, but eventually Uhuru Kenyatta came in and brought him to the team. And that is very important. And when he came in, he gave his support fully. That is crucial because now Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can wake up in the morning, go to Uhuru Kenyatta and tell him, my brother, I supported you. Help me get finance. Help me push this campaign. Even talk to Rigathi Gachagua to consider me as well. That is key. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from that, Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka has a party. He recently branded it to what we call Wiper Patriotic Front. Such a beautiful party. WPF. A very beautiful name. That party has members of parliament. It has a region it is full of control, that is the eastern region of Kenya, which means Kalonzo Musyoka has an experience and a starting base for his political future of the presidency ambitions. So it is important in the political limelights, you have a party and you've proven that you can be able to do it. Also, ladies and gentlemen, apart from that, the experience he has had, most especially by controlling the Kamba region, that makes him one of the best fit leaders. That is the best part of Kalonzo Musyoka to be able to face President William Ruto come 2027. I don't know what is your take, ladies and gentlemen, but in the comment section, those are the few reasons that I feel the opposition can feel comfortable to consider Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka as the flag bearer in 2027. See you next time for more videos. Please share with me your comments at the comment section.